All right, the Vikings face the Broncos.
Breaking news.
The bad news Broncos.
No.
Breaking news.
Bears Alshon Jeffrey now expected to miss third straight game due to hamstring.
Ooh, I'm so glad you did not trade him to me this week, Andy.
Well, what difference does it make?
It makes no difference.
This is why I traded for Mike Evans. Looks like TJ Yeldon's getting a start in my lineup this week. Mike, I don't know if that's good or bad for you. We'll see.
That's great.
The Vikings face the Broncos. Now, the Broncos are about 7-point favorites. Manning dubbed them the bad news Broncos this week because, has his 3-0 team ever seemed so kind of unsure of itself, or the world seemed unsure of it? Manning is moving to the shotgun. They're learning this offense, but their defense is so good. They're the number one pass D, the 6th run D. I don't think that changes. Von Miller's outstanding. So from a offensive perspective, let's talk about the impact that kind of a defense will have in Denver against the Vikings, because I wouldn't expect that we're starting anybody except for maybe, obviously AP.
Yeah, you start Peterson, but do
you temper expectation for him?
Yeah, absolutely. The Denver run defense is going to be a gigantic problem for the Vikings. Adrian Peterson, he can bust one off at any time, but I just with that pass defense being able to shut guys down, the Minnesota passing game is non-existent right now. Teddy Bridgewater is a large disappointment in fantasy, and Charles Johnson is banged up. Not that we have seen really any Charles Johnson sightings, but it's just if that is shut down by the corners of Denver, which I think that those guys can do it, like Talib, that's trouble for Adrian Peterson this week.
Their run D has actually been the Denver defense as a whole has been excellent because of their incredible pass D and because of their pass rush. However, they have given up several touchdowns so far this year, and I think that the reason for that is because you just can't pass on them. You have to run, and so this could be, I'm not tempering too much of the expectations on AP because he's going to get the workload just like we saw against San Diego where they had a good pass D and they used the rush like crazy.
Yeah, I have no problem with AP, and Jason makes a good point. They're 6th against the run statistically, but fantasy-wise, they're actually 21st against opposing running backs, because running backs have scored 3 touchdowns on them in the year, and the last couple weeks it's been mid-20s for running back production. So not that you're sitting AP, but
no, there's no one I'm sitting him for. So what do we do with CJ, Mr.
I was
Anderson?
about to make a prediction about CJ Anderson,
Mr. Anderson.
I think Anderson has a over 100-yard game this week.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I think it's time for that offense to find its rhythm, and the passing offense, the ability to play action pass is very important for Manning, and I think Anderson just needs to be healthy for more than about 4 snaps in a row to let them find a rhythm and do what they need to do. Now, we'll see if he can run it out of the shotgun. We'll see if he has the burst that he needs to have. Hillman will spell him a little bit, but I'm expecting good things against the Vikings D that ranks 24th against the run.
I love it.
All right, and in Denver. So the Packers are facing off against the 49ers. I don't see a way that the 49ers can win this game. I can't conceive it. Based on what we've seen the last few weeks, the ineptitude on the offensive side of the ball for San Francisco, and the fact that they'll need to score points. The over-under on this game is 48, which I think is the highest. That being said, that's got to be very, very Packer heavy.
Yeah.
How the 49ers fans want that DeLorean to go back to week 1. Week 1 was a great time to be in San Francisco.
Yeah, not so much anymore. You can't start a wide receiver for the 49ers, can you?
No way.
You can. Now you're going to see Reggie Bush come back. We talked about this yesterday. I mean, if anything, it hurts Hyde a little bit.
Yeah.
You're not starting Reggie Bush.
No.
You're not starting Vernon Davis.
No. But
I don't even think Vernon Davis will play. He's pretty injured right now, still missing practice.
And you're not starting Colin Kaepernick. You got better options.
Colin Kaepernick can run on them. We saw that with Russell Wilson. So the one thing I will say is that they're going to be down. They're going to have to be in throwing situations, and Kaepernick's probably going to run for 60 or 70 yards this game. So it gives you a decent baseline.
47-7 last week.
But
And how many? 47-7. How many?
I mean, I'm just saying his fantasy success, we've seen it go both directions on the blowouts. Pittsburgh, they were being blown out. He had garbage time. Last week, they're being blown out. No garbage time. Very, very bad game for Kaepernick. I think he had 6 total points, and that was with a touchdown. So,
right. But do we buy into the history of success that Colin Kaepernick has had against the Packer franchise? Where no?
Nope.
No, I don't either.
Okay.
I've never been a big fan of those type of statistics over years. Like they just seem odd to me. At least in baseball, when those type of things happen, you're going into a stadium that's built a certain way with a certain dimension. I mean, you're playing on the same field, different people on the team. I don't know.
These things just when the streak happens, they tend to continue.
Give me a bunch of other quarterback options personally.
Yeah, I agree. I'm
Jones is a wide receiver,
high-end wide receiver 2.
Yeah, I'll go low 1.
I wonder if he's just at home giggling now.
James Jones,
the place that he was in last year versus now. Randall Cobb, 3-4 more touchdowns.
I gave him 2 this week.
Did you really?
I really did. I
gave him
statted him
touchdowns?
2 touchdowns.
Look, if Rodgers is going to throw for 4, they got to go somewhere.
There they do.
So, anything else about this game you want to jump out and scream?
Nope,
not especially.
All right, the Rams are facing Arizona. Arizona is at home. The over-under in this game is lower. It's a 42-point over-under. Mike, you've been very open with the fact that you think Palmer stays hot.
Yes, Palmer.
Despite the fairly solid Rams defense.
Well, they've been okay. I think especially the running. If you can run on the Rams, which teams have been able to do, and a big difference for the Cardinals is they've been able to run this year. I'm not sure if it's just the passing game is open to run or if it's just the line is finally getting it together. But if the Cardinals can run and then you can play action pass, they're going to be unstoppable.
Okay, so Ellington is set to start. The Rams have been giving up running yards, but not passing. They've been very good against the pass. They've been good against the run. So my question here is, Ellington starts, CJ2K's looked good. Who do you start, and do you have confidence
None
in
of them.
either? That's where I'm going. This might not be
I don't
a
start
good...
any Arizona Cardinal running back if I have a better option.
So,
which, I mean, is, I guess, a stupid thing to say, but I think I'll have a better option, is the point.
Let's say you are the Ellington owner and you handcuffed with CJ2K. Who do you play?
This week, if Ellington starts, I play Ellington.
Okay.
But I don't want to play either.
Well, but you probably don't have...
If you had to choose, yeah.
So far, the Rams have not given up more than 1 touchdown in a game through the air and more than 250 yards total in a game. And they played Big Ben. Granted, he went out in the 4th, I think mid in the 3rd, but he hadn't done anything of note on them beforehand. So they played Russell Wilson. So I'm not sure that I love the Cardinals from a fantasy perspective, other than their defense. I would love to play the Arizona Cardinals fantasy defense this week. Yeah. And I know I'm disappointing here for the Arizona fans.
No, that's you have
what
to
do you
state
mean?
your opinion.
Oh, I just saw your frown face, and I thought
my frown face is because I'm facing the Cardinals defense this week. Mike has got the Cardinals D. I'm agreeing with you.
I guaranteed.
The Cowboys are facing off against the Saints. We got to get through these 2 matchups here. We still got some DFS and some mailbag.
Let's do it.
The Cowboys are facing off against the Saints. The Brandon Weeden show continues. Do you guys have your tickets?
Yeah,
they were really
discounted.
Cheap. Yeah.
This could be the Weeden-McCown battle, but Breeze is going to play, so we don't have to worry about it.
When I was putting in the line of the Saints are favored by 4 points, I thought, there's no way that's possible. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Brandon Weeden. I forgot.
I like Ingram as that RB2 with the very high floor, get you solid numbers every week. Do we like Randle? You have to start Randle, don't you?
You do. I'm going to... You play Joseph Randle until otherwise noted, but I will be closely watching this game.
For Kristen.
Jason.
Yes.
Do you play Williams for Dallas? Terrence Williams?
Yeah, I do play Terrence Williams.
Even with the gooser last week?
Yeah, there's no way that in 2 games he's not going to throw a pass to a wide receiver. And when it is a wide receiver, it's going to be Terrence Williams. Now, I don't put him in as a wide receiver 1 or 2, but he is a flexible start here. This is a beatable defense, and I expect Terrence Williams to have a bounce-back game. You want to know who I'm really excited about for this game, though?
Yes.
Is C.J. Spiller. C.J. Spiller has been the missing man right now. He came back off of injury.
That's
got
a good
worked
reason
in.
to be excited.
Well, no, I'm excited to see.
He's on a
He's
milk
missing.
carton. He's missing.
This man is excited for Kristen Michael. I am much more excited for C.J. Spiller to do
I'm
something.
not playing Michael
real.
this
No,
week.
but to watch. I'm not playing C.J. Spiller
to
either.
watch.
Those would be fun 3 plays.
I'm saying that C.J. Spiller, we're going to see how they're going to use him for the first time this year.
Why would we see it now and not last week? Because of Drew Brees?
Because of Drew Brees, because of matchup, because of health. Those 3 things are reasons. This is a matchup where they can start using him. Also, Sean Payton said after last game, I made a mistake in not getting him in more. He said that.
Oh, he went full Andy Reid?
Yeah, he went full Andy Reid, which makes sense because if you look at how the season started and how they couldn't use Spiller because he was out, then they had a terrible matchup for Spiller. They haven't worked him into the game plan the way that when they went out and signed him and sought after him, we were very high on him. I expect his usage to be shown this week and to figure out what we've got in C.J. Spiller. For me, he's a target. I would go target him before this game.
All right, so the Monday night game, the Lions go to Seattle. Seattle's a 10-point favorite. Stafford is going to play the running game for Detroit. Do you start Abdullah? I mean, do you just...
Can you really call it a running game?
No, you can't.
The running back game. The running backs used just however they're going to use him through the air.
Look, the offense, if you can't run the ball, you can't play action pass. If you can't play action pass, you take away what Stafford does best, which is throw the ball off a play action pass to Calvin Johnson or Golden Tate. They've got to figure the running game out. Maybe accidentally they'll figure it out this week because Joik will be out and they'll, and maybe it's going to be short passes. Maybe it's going to be those like swing passes that are a fake running game, so to speak, and they just do something to get Abdullah involved.
Yeah, free Abdullah, Detroit.
I'm okay with Abdullah this week, even against Seattle, just from somebody has to pick up yards. The offense isn't the worst.
Yeah, if Joik Bell's out, you could start Abdullah. You just can't expect him to be, a
Abdullah
monster.
or Yeldon.
If Joik is out.
Yeldon.
Either way.
Doesn't matter for me, Yeldon.
Yeah, it's got to be Yeldon, right?
It would be Yeldon. If Joik's out, it would be Abdullah. It changes
It would
for
be?
me. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I think if Joik is out, they're going to have to give all the first and second down touches to Abdullah.
No. Riddick will be on the field.
Yeah,
On
I
third
agree.
down and through the air. I don't think he gets first and second down touches.
Okay. I wish we could somehow water bet that.
It's a tough one.
So I can almost guarantee you who will be. The Lions are very bad on defense right now. So how do we feel about Russell Wilson so far? He's been okay fantasy-wise through 3 games.
Yeah, he's a fine play.
Any wide receivers you're starting here from Seattle?
No.
Baldwin?
I don't enjoy playing the roulette Seattle wide receiver game, so
Yeah.
probably not.
I like Jimmy Graham a lot.
I know you do.
So I've been trying to get him in a lot of leagues. He had a good week last week. Their offense is going to need to use him more and more and more, and especially if Lynch isn't the goal line threat that he normally is because of injury or those type of things. So I think Graham has got a lot of upside.
It's possible.